Everyone, today we discuss the normal distribution approximation to binomial distribution. That is, continuous normal distribution is we can convert into binomial distribution. So, what is a binomial distribution? So, binomial distribution is it is for what we are using, where we are using this is for discrete random variable. Okay. So, this is for discrete random variable and we have only two outcomes. We have only two outcomes. When you will apply binomial distribution, it must satisfy some conditions. What is the condition? That is, first one you can take the conditions, first condition. Okay. So, when we use the binomial distribution, that is the number of trials are finite, number of trials are finite. Second one is trials are independent. Third point is there are only two possible outcomes, only two possible outcomes, and fourth one is what is probability of success is constant, of success is constant for each trial. So, if the function, if that experiment is satisfy these four conditions, we use binomial distribution. What is the binomial distribution formula? The number of the probability of x success is, what is the formula? P of x is equal to x is equal to, the formula is NCX p power x q power n minus x. What is that x? X is the success, n is number of trials, p is the probability of success. So, if the function satisfies these conditions, we use binomial distribution. Now, next we see that is how normal distribution is you can convert into binomial distribution. So, here is if the condition is satisfying that n value is finite. Suppose if I take the value of n is finite, but it is very large value and the probability of success is 1 by 2, almost nearly equal to 1 by 2. Then we can convert this binomial distribution is to normal. This normal is you can find out by using this binomial distribution also. So, here is when n is large and probability p is equal to 1 by 2, if it is satisfy the condition, what is the condition is that is NP is greater than or equal to 5, or you can take as NQ greater than or equal to 5. If NP greater than or equal to 5, NQ greater than or equal to 5 and the value of n is large value, then continuous normal distribution is we can approximate to binomial distribution. So, this condition is very important here, NP greater than or equal to 5, NQ greater than or equal to 5. Suppose if n is equal to 12, if I take and p is equal to 0.3, then what is the value of NP value? 12 into 0.3, that is 3.6. So, at that time we can't apply normal distribution, we can't apply normal distribution. Now, how we can find out this normal distribution? So, I will take as a one example, that is. So, what is the example is, what is the probability of getting success if we trial or if we toss a coin 12 times, then we have to calculate what is the probability that the value is lies between 3 and we can take 6. What is the probability I want to calculate? So, generally how we can find out the probability of getting a success if we toss as a coin 12 times. Okay. So, I want to calculate this, how much I want to calculate. We will see how to calculate this, generally binomial. So, how we can use binomial is, So, here is what is the mean of binomial distribution? So, mean is equal to NP. Okay. That is NP means N is equal to number of trials. If you toss a coin, what is the probability of getting as a success? That is 1 by 2. So, this is equal to, you will get 6. Next, what is the variance? So, variance means sigma square. What is the variance of binomial distribution? NPQ. So, NPQ is equal to 12 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That is 12 by 4 is 3 we will get. So, we got mu is equal to NP, variance is equal to NPQ. Now, if I want to calculate what is the probability that we will get the success is between 3 and 6. That means, what is the value we will get? Probability of x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 5, x is equal to 6. So, we will calculate this. What is the formula for this is binomial distribution formula is that is n is equal to what is the final formula? NCX p power x q power n minus x, that is 12C3 1 by 2 whole power 3 1 by 2 whole power 12 minus 3, that is 9 plus 12C4 1 by 2 whole power 4 1 by 2 whole power 12 minus 4 is that is 8 12C5 1 by 2 whole power 5 into 1 by 2 whole power 7 plus 12C5 1 by 2 whole power, this is 6, 12C6 1 by 2 whole power 6 into 1 by 2 whole power 6. Now, we can take 1 by 2 whole power, 12 is common here. Now, calculate what is the value of 12C3 value. So, 12C3 is equal to how much you will get, that is you will get 220 plus this value is 495. Next 12C5 value we will get that is 792. 12C6 this is 920. This is a very large value we are getting, that is. So, if you simplify this, we will get that approximate value is 0.5935. So, generally if it is taking as a only we are taking as a 12 trials we have taken, 12 times only we are tossing the coin. Suppose if you are tossing as a coin maybe 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, it is very difficult to calculate the value of 40C3, 40C4, 40C5, okay. It is very difficult. So, at that time what we are doing is we are converting this binomial distribution to a normal distribution. So, if you find out, if you want to convert into a normal distribution, how we can calculate is, we will discuss the same problem here is, suppose if you take as the binomial distribution is, I am finding that it is lies between 3 and 6. If you draw the probability distribution curve of the binomial distribution, so this is getting as a 0 success, getting as 1 success, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, we are connecting n is equal to 12 times, getting as a success. If you write as a binomial distribution, what is the mean value we are getting here is mean is equal to 6 we are getting. So, mean is equal to 6. So, if you find out the distribution, you will get like in this way we will get. So, this is a binomial distribution for, if you find out the probability, you can take this is the probabilities, this is x. So, this is p of x, you can take this is the probability, okay. This is a number of trials, that is, okay. So, x is equal to 0, what is the probability, x is equal to 1, what is the probability, x is equal to 2, what is the probability, similarly in this way. So, here is I got this value. Now, if I want to calculate in the normal distribution, I want to calculate what is the probability of getting as the success is between 3 and 6. So, at that time what happened, this is the binomial distribution. Now, I am trying to convert into a normal distribution. Okay. So, this is a normal distribution, it is a one bell shaped curve you will get. Okay. Already we know this is bell shaped curve. Now, I want to calculate the value of x is between 3 and 6. So, that means what, here is 3 here is 6 here. Okay. So, this is 1, so this is 2, this is 3, 4, okay. We can take this 5. So, in this you can take, otherwise you can take with approximated values. So, I can take this is, if I want to convert, I want to find solve this problem by using normal distribution. So, first I write what is the binomial distribution, probability distribution I will write here. Here is x I am taking, this is p of x is equal to I am taking here, the mean is equal to I got as 6 value. So, here is I will take 0, 2, 4, okay, 6, 8, 10, 12. So, if I find out this, otherwise I can take clearly to understand that I will take here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in this way. So, I will take that values 0. So, this is for 1, this is for 2. Assume that we got some probabilities of the experiment. So, this is 7 success, 8 success, 9. In this way we have that is. Now, this is the probability distribution of binomial. So, now I am trying to convert into normal distribution. So, the normal distribution is the shape is how we will get it is a bell shaped curve we will get. Okay. So, we will get it is a bell shaped curve. Now, coming to that, here you can, I want to calculate what is the probability of 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 6. So, x is between 3 and 6 including that. So, between 3 and 6 means where is 3 here? So, here it is a 3, right. 6 is where here, that is 6 is here. But if you find out the probability in a continuous distribution, I am finding the only from 3 to 6. Okay. So, whenever if I want to convert into a normal distribution, I want to include this part also. Okay. I want to include this part also. At the same time, I want to include this part also. Okay. So, at that time, I want to write this value as probability of 2.5, okay, because I want to start from this place, but here is 3, here is here. So, in the continuous distribution I want to include this including this area also. Okay. So, this area also I want to include. So, for that I am starting with 2.5 which is less than or equal to x less than or equal to, now 6 is there here, 6 means what, here 6 only. Okay. But I want to include this value. Okay. So, remaining part also, this is the half part of area is there. Okay. So, that half part of the area is also I want to add. So, at that time what I will take, this half part is what is this 0.5. So, that is I will take here 0.5. Now, I want to normal it. So, if you want to normal it, what we are using here is in the normal distribution we are using as z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Okay. So, if I want to convert this, z is equal to, so when x is equal to 2.5, when x is equal to 2.5, z is equal to 2.5 minus mu. What is the value of mu got? That is 6 by root 3. Similarly, when x is equal to 6.5, what is the value of z value? That is 6.5 minus 6 by root 3. So, calculate these two values. So, if you calculate the two values, we get the values are approximately equal to minus 2.02. So, this is minus 2.02 will get, and for the next cases you will get as a 0.29 will get. Okay. So, now next this is I want to convert into normal distribution. So, at that time what is the value you get? Minus 2.02 less than z less than 0.29. I want to calculate this value. How we can calculate? By using as a normal distribution table. So, I want to calculate the area from, so this is minus 2.02 and this area is, we can take this is minus plus 0.29. So, this area I want to calculate from the normal table, and this area is also I want to calculate from normal table. So, from normal table the area from 2.0 to 2 you can see in the table we got the value is 0.4783 we will get, and from 0.29 to 0 this value we get 0.141. So, which implies that value is equal to what you will get, that is 0.4783 plus 0.29. So, which implies this value is equal to 0.5924. You can compare this in a binomial distribution we got as a 0.5935. in the normal distribution we got as a 0.592 almost approximately equal. But if you are not taking like as if you are taking as here is x is equal to 3, here we will not get the exact probability. So, when we are using as a binomial distribution, if you are converting into a normal distribution, how we can calculate these values? Suppose I want to calculate what is the probability that x is equal to a, then at that time in a normal distribution is we can convert this as this is a minus 0.5 less than x less than a plus 0.5 we will get. So, in this way we will convert it. Next, if you take as when x is greater than or equal to a. So, x is greater than or equal to a, suppose you can take a is a some number, suppose x is equal to 8. So, 8 greater than or equal to a, that means this area I want to calculate. Okay. So, 8 means this half of the part area we are missing, that is. So, at that time what we will take this value is, we can write the value as x is greater than or equal to, we can take a minus 0.5 we will take. Next, suppose if you take as a x greater than a, if you are taken, that is, okay, x greater than a, that means what? Suppose you can take x is equal to 7, if you take here is greater than a, that means what? More than 7. So, that is here is 7, up to that we can get the area in the continuous distribution. So, at that time what we will take? We take from 7.5. So, we can take the values probability of x greater than a plus we can take 0.5. Similarly, if you want to find out the if you want to find the probability of x less than or equal to a. So, at that time what will happen? X less than or equal to a, suppose you can take here only 3 you can take, that is I want to find out the probability for x less than or equal to 3. X less than or equal to 3 means I am including the value of 3. Okay. So, that means what? We are getting the area of the remaining part also. So, this area is also I am getting. We get probability of x is less than or equal to, we take the value as a plus 0.5 we will take. Similarly, for x less than a, if we are taken, that is, so x less than a, we can write probability of x less than a minus 0.5. So, these are the conditions that we have to follow if you are converting this binomial distribution to a normal distribution. So, when we are applying is, it must satisfy these conditions. What is the condition? That is, first we have to follow the 4 conditions of the binomial distribution. Next, these 2 conditions also satisfy. At that time only we can convert the binomial distribution into a normal distribution, that is continuous normal distribution is approximation to binomial distribution, right.